Our school district last spring had a few students, high school juniors, who wanted to use an iPad in their classes, and because we didn't have iPads in the district yet, they went to the principal and asked to use an iPad.
He asked me if how can I do school differently if he gave me an iPad, and that was the question I had to answer in order to get the iPad.
After she used the iPad in her class, in the classroom, she started generating some, at first, suspicion from her teachers because they thought that she just wanted to videotape them and then put it on YouTube. That wasn't the case at all. She was actually trying to get some educational value.
You know, at first I'd see a student with the iPad in front of them and say, "Hey, what are you doing on there?" And then I'd look and they're taking notes on the class, or they were looking deeper into something that I was talking about. For instance, yesterday I was bringing up a concept that they'd never heard of before, and there was part of it that I couldn't remember. And before I could finish what I was doing there, one of the students had looked it up online and helped me with the piece that I'd forgotten and found it on Wikipedia. So it was pretty amazing to see that happen.
Then it progressed into, she found several note-taking apps that she wanted to try out. So she started taking her notes. She found some other apps that allowed her to simulate math problems, etc.
I went through and tried as many things and tried to find apps and programs in my textbooks that how I can do school differently.
Schools that do not approach a rollout systematically and have a plan in place that is about delivery and access and understanding a map of direction have a tendency to flounder a lot because it becomes more about the apps themselves and just note-taking in little bits and pieces here and there, and it's disjointed.
Other teachers started getting excited about her use of the iPad in the classroom, so they started recommending, "Hey, will you go try out this app that might be beneficial for whatever particular topic we're doing?" So she started doing that. And then as the spring progressed, she went to a staff meeting and presented everything that she'd been doing in the classroom, and it kind of connected the dots for all the teachers because they realized, oh my gosh, this has a ton of potential.
The grant process started with the idea of getting the iPad, and I sat down with my 2 English teachers and the principal and our technology teacher, and we went through steps, and my main piece in the grant was doing it through a student's eye, and it wasn't just teachers saying we needed these, but a student saying that they wanted them. And that was one of the main points we wanted, is that teachers aren't forcing this on us. It's students really want to learn with these and want to use these tools to succeed in school.
So we have a core group of students, 30 to 35 kids who are our iClub students, and they work with teachers, they work with other students. They helped when we rolled out the actual giving students the iPads part of the grant. They were instrumental in getting those out to students.
The iClub is a group of students who, in the beginning, we just received an iPad, and basically now what we do is we help teachers understand everything about the iPad, and we even help students. So if they have a question, we can help with it.
Oh, I think everybody's excited about that. We have a really good atmosphere between students and teachers in the school, and so the thought of having a student come in to help you with it, everybody's pretty excited about that.
With our staff, we wanted to make sure that we had support, so we thought the best way to get support with electronic devices was to make it a student-centered, student-driven grant to where they're responsible for helping us with the technology. So in writing the grant, the student portion came first. The students are responsible, that group of iClub students are responsible to work with teachers, collaborate, help them integrate the new technology into their classroom, not just at troubleshooting, but also eventually working with the students to develop, or with the teachers to develop lessons. At first, we did have kind of 2 dividing lines. We had some folks who were really hesitant to let the kid be the expert On the other hand, we had folks who, with their own kids, knew that the best place to find tech help was to go ask your 10-year-old. So we've had both groups of people embrace these students, and it's been great to see the camaraderie between the teachers and the students, primarily because we've realized that we're all on the same team, that we're all working towards a common goal, that we all want to see students use iPads, technology in the classroom to enhance their learning, and one of those ways is for teachers to use it as an instructional tool, so we're all moving in the same direction.
Our society and our generation is so up to date with technology, and we can do it right on a dime, and we can figure things out so much faster, and this is just another tool to help. It's not going to hurt anything. It's not going to hurt how you teach, and it's not going to hurt how students learn. It's just going to help.
In my science classes, I use it a lot. I can draw a picture of what he's talking about, just like different atoms or different charts, and have it right there instead of having to print off papers or him pass me out papers, and it really helps in chemistry.
And I did miss one day, and she basically emailed me that next period that I missed and told me what I had missed in the class, and I got to watch a video that they watched in class. I got the information about a paper that I have to write, and it was just really fast and easy, and it was almost as if I didn't even miss the class.
They were delivered to the students under the pretense that this was your tool to use in the classroom at this point, that over the next year, teachers would be given training and professional development days to learn how to implement those into their instruction. So at this point, we're working on the training and the professional development to help them with integration.
I've been very privileged to have an opportunity to come to Idaho and to McCall here to see what they're doing, and I am impressed with the faculty, I'm impressed with the leadership, I'm impressed with students. I think that they have done tremendous things in a very short period of time. I see conversations occurring between students and teachers. I see students leading teachers. I see teachers leading teachers, and that community of learners and that collegiality that exists because of a new program is exciting.
And the expectation for our students is they're the leaders in this project. They're not the followers, they're actually the leaders, and they get on the front end and help drag the teachers along.
I want other students around Idaho and around anywhere to know that these are helpful tools, and I just want to show other people that education and how we're moving forward in the world is derived on technology, and it's important for all of us to learn to use technology appropriately and use it in our benefit so that it will make us more successful.